Mornings in the country during the summer especially move just a little bit slower for me, and that is exactly how I like it, especially on Mondays when I am filming this. I normally take Mondays as my day to just really wake up and do things slow and easy and take my time on those days. One of the first things that I love to do is get up and open my windows, open blinds, open curtains, and then go over and get my coffee pot ready to start for the day. I need to fill up my Berkey water filter so that I can have some water for the coffee maker since I forgot to do that last night. Okay, one of the first things that I have tried to start implementing is having some kind of breakfast before or after I get on the treadmill. So I have found that I really like these Fairlife protein shakes. They have 30 grams of protein. And this is a quick and easy way for me to have some breakfast and get a lot of protein in first thing in the morning, especially before, working out or anything like that. So I've been trying to have these first thing in the morning. It helps keep me full, gives me energy, and kicks my metabolism in. So I get these at Sam's already mixed up. I do buy the powder, protein powder, but I just find that these are convenient, and when I have something that's already mixed and ready to go, I also find that I am more susceptible to pick this up and actually use it. Cinder is always ready and willing for me to give her a little love and attention. Another thing that I am enjoying doing here in the summertime on this Monday morning routine is putting my diffuser on and running in the kitchen before I ever go get on the treadmill and get ready for the day. So here's kind of what I'm doing as of now. This changes daily sometimes, but this is the gist of what I do almost every morning. I am trying to get up, kind of get the house opened up, get the coffee pot going, getting good smells going, and just ready for the day. And then I'm going to work out. So I have learned that if I do not go ahead and do whatever exercise that I'm going to do for that day first thing, I am more susceptible to not doing it. So I have been trying to really incorporate doing either my walking, or I do the walk at home exercises YouTube channel on the TV sometimes, just really trying to get that workout in first thing in the morning. So as you can see here, I'm getting those shoes on and I am getting ready for my workout. Today it was just the simple treadmill routine, nothing really big and extravagant on this day because again it was a Monday morning. Okay, and I would not normally leave clips like this in my video, but this is generally what I do in the morning is I get ready. Of course, I hope we all brush our teeth. I hope we are all putting on some kind of deodorant. And then your skincare is very important. I've talked before heavily about how I suffer from melasma on my skin, and it gets really, really bad in the summer. Even though I use that CeraVe moisturizer with sunscreen in it, my melasma kicks in full gear in the summertime. I'm telling y'all, I try to wear hats a lot, especially during the summer and all the things, just to try to keep that tamed down. But what I do is I wear makeup to try to kind of hide it because it just makes me feel better about myself. So I'm going to share just a few of the things that I use. And at the very end of the video, I will put a little more of the up close pictures of the products that I'm showing here now. I'm just going to move kind of fast right here and just show you the process that I do, show you very quick clips of what I use. And y'all, it literally takes me about 30 minutes to get ready from start to finish. I am just that fast at getting ready. However, I will admit in that time frame, I don't generally do a lot with my hair. I can tease it a little bit, pull it up in a clip. I'll pull it up in a bun, put a hat on, put it up, in a clip, something like that. Just something very easy, especially if I'm just going to be around the house that day. So there are several things that I do in my morning routine that I'm not showing in any of these clips. Maybe I'll do another video like this if y'all are interested, and I will include those in some of the clips. But I am usually making my bed. I am making sure that the dishes are done that might have got put in the sink the night before. I am getting a load of laundry going for the day if it is needed. There is 3 people who live in my home, and believe it or not, there is always some kind of laundry that needs to be done. I like to make sure my kitchen is wiped down, cleaned up, and tidied up, my living room as well, because after lunch is when I like to sit down and do editing or any back end stuff that I might need to do for YouTube, or just any business type stuff that I might need to do for my home or my family, whether it's making doctor's appointments or calling insurance companies for, whatever. That's just examples. That's not something I do every day, but just, office type work that I might need to do either for my YouTube channel, for my husband, myself, just anything like that. I generally like to start that after lunch and spend a couple hours in the office doing that. Okay, so this creamer right here, the Chobani creamer, I am absolutely in love with. I normally get the sweet cream from Sam's, but I am loving this new hazelnut flavor that I found. It's probably not new, but it's new to me because I just found it at H-E-B. This is the creamer that I'm going to use this morning. I am finished on the treadmill, had my shower, so now I'm going to take a small break from all that, have a cup of coffee. Of course, we need to take another clip of Cinder up here sleeping, and she is just too adorable to not show the world. So here's a sweet clip of Cinder. And now that we are getting closer to lunchtime at this point, I am going to go out here. Did y'all see that rabbit run by? Look at that thing. I'm going to go out here and let my chickens out. We like to keep them locked up until closer to lunch so that they will lay their eggs in their nest. Otherwise, they will end up in my husband's shed, and that does not make him happy that he has to go on an Easter egg hunt in the evening. So I try to wait until around lunchtime now to let them out. Okay, y'all, and I don't know about you, but I am stuck in the supper rut. I get like this sometimes. So I found these magazines of all places, y'all. I found these at the Dollar Tree. So I thought that it would be fun to go through these. And this one in particular, I am trying to eat like a very high protein diet. I'm showing y'all how good that one looks right there. So tired of eating the basic stuff like eggs and protein shakes and cottage cheese, so I am trying to get creative with my protein intake now. So yeah, I thought that this would be fun. I'm going to be making a trip to Ollie's to look at a lot of their cookbooks because they're honestly cheaper than Goodwill on their books mostly right now. So yeah, I wanted to just take a minute after coming in from the chicken coop and look through these magazines and just try to get some fresh ideas for supper. First thing in the morning, usually after I wash my face with the CeraVe face wash, I just put this on here. And then for foundations, most of the time I will use this Estee Lauder Double Wear. This one is, the color on it is called Ecru 1N2. That's what I use. I am almost out of this. This is why I sat it on the counter so I could remember to order me some more. And it's kind of expensive, so I do splurge on this. But when I'm just kind of hanging around the house, or if I'm not really going anywhere, I will use this. It does get a little greasy on me. That's why I really like the Estee Lauder one. I don't find that it gets real greasy on me. Dewy and smooth. And I normally get the matte finish in this. That's why this one is a little more greasy on me. But I ordered this one like through a Walmart pickup, and they brought me the wrong thing. But it's in this color. I do like the color of this one. If I get this one though, normally I get it in the matte. So this Tarte concealer here is something that I use on my heavier melasma spots on my face, just to kind of help with that. My melasma does ease up and kind of fade down a lot when fall and winter get here. But I do use this in the meantime just to kind of help me with it. And this one is the 22N Light Natural. Just this little concealer here. Now I do have these two things. So I'm going to be using here probably in the next week or so. I'm going to try this muesli peel. And then I'm also going to follow up after I kind of heal from this. I'm going to start using this spot cream. You do have to get, this is a prescription. You have to have a prescription to get this. But I'm hoping that that kind of helps calm my melasma down just a little bit. If you're not familiar with what melasma it is just a very like high pigmented area of your skin. And mine is probably from sun damage as a kid. Like I never remember wearing sunblock as a kid. Now, after my foundation, I will usually put on blush and powder. The blush is just this inexpensive CoverGirl. And here is the color and all that I use. It is, let me see, does it even say soft mink is what I use? I don't use a whole lot, but I do like to have just a little bit of color. And then I will use this Fit Me powder here. It's in the color Buff Beige 130, or I thought I had a Estee Lauder powder. Oh, it's in my car. So I do have an Estee Lauder powder also that's around this same color that I usually get when I get the foundation. I have to keep a powder in my car because my face gets so greasy. So I'll have to like touch up my chin and my forehead and around my nose sometimes. But yeah, I use this one in the house and I really like it. It's not that expensive either. And it's kind of goes with this foundation here. So I use those two together a lot. And then I've showed y'all the blush. And then what I use for like to fill in my eyebrows is, and then my eyeshadow is, I will use this one here to fill in my eyebrows. Y'all saw me, I just used the little brush and kind of tap it. This one is very pigmented. You don't have to use very much of this at all. And I was trying to see if it had the color on it that I could see. Don't see the color on it. But anyway, it's just this made by Maybelline. I bet it was on this little sticker right here. And then sometimes I will fill my eyebrows in with like this here, this darker brown one here. Again, this is just inexpensive. It is Revlon. I use a little bit of this as my eyeshadow. And then because I do still use eyeliner, I know a lot of people do not use eyeliner anymore, but I do. My eyes look so small if I don't. But I have discovered this, and I really love this Revlon Color Stay Liquid Glide Eye Pencil. So on this end, it is so good, y'all. This stuff stays on all day, but I do have to put a little powder over it, or I find that it kind of smears a little bit. But if I put just a little bit of powder over it, it doesn't smear near as much. On this end, it is just like a little brush to help you kind of, smooth it out and all. But yeah, so this is what I use for eyeliner right here. And then I just use, and I've used this for a long time, and I love these both, is the L'Oreal Voluminous primer and mascara. And I use the Very Black mascara here. There's the bottom of that, just in case you're curious. This camera just really does not want to focus on very small things, but it is the Very Black is the one that I get. And then for lipstick, this is the one that I have in the house, and I honestly don't know where I got this. I think somebody gave me this. I think it's called Tahari or something like that, but it is a very matte, like lip gloss, and it feels like very dry and sticky almost, but this stuff will stay on for a long time. So I just put this on, and then I just have like a little thing of chapstick. It's like Young Living chapstick or something that I use just to make it not feel so dry. So that's it, y'all. I have just a very basic and very simple makeup collection. I honestly think the most expensive thing that I buy is the foundation, the Estee Lauder foundation, and this one is just so good. So they sell it at like Belk, and I don't know if Ulta sells it or anything like this, but I never buy this unless I have some sort of coupon or they're having some kind of beauty sale. I will literally use the other stuff that I showed y'all just to get me by until I can get some more of this right here, because this is my absolute favorite. So this is just a small little glimpse into my morning routine. There is nothing perfect about my mornings, but there is a lot of beauty in the quiet rhythm of Monday mornings for me. Thank y'all so much for spending a little bit of your time with me today, seeing what I do in the mornings, especially on Monday mornings here. We hope y'all have a wonderful week. We love y'all, and I'll see you really soon with a brand new video.